6:19 on this Sunday morning, which is starting out cool in some areas with just a few clouds around. But it's a nice morning, all things considered, for this time of year. We'll start you out in southeastern Colorado, beautiful little town of Kim, out in eastern Los Animas County. And you see the city lights in the foreground, just a couple of high clouds floating around in the background. 34 right now at the Pueblo Chieftain Studio. We do have some temperature variety. A few spots nearer to the higher terrain have managed to warm into the 30s, and then we have some other spots that are a bit cooler right now in the teens and 20s. But that's where we're sitting currently at the Pueblo Chieftain Studio. Only 19 up on top of Gold Hill and Woodland Park. Good view out across the Rampart Range. Of course, you see the city lights in the foreground, and as I mentioned, very little in the way of cloud cover right now. Most of the major reporting stations in eastern Colorado have 20s and 30s. We still have some very cold air trapped across the valleys in western Colorado. Alamosa's at -13, which, by the way, is an improvement from where they were yesterday. Gunnison right now is -21. So we're doing pretty well here along the Front Range, feeling a little bit more tropical, I suppose, compared to what's going on across the valleys. Skycast shows clouds drifting in at times from the north, but not a lot of them. So like yesterday, occasionally we might filter out the sun a little bit. I don't even think they'll be as thick as they were yesterday. And our temperatures will end up a little warmer, with most areas in eastern Colorado reaching the 50s this afternoon. And if not, you'll be very close, as is the case for Walsenburg and Trinidad in the mid to upper 40s. Gunnison may have a tough time getting into the teens today, but most of the rest of the high country should be in the 20s and 30s. Our major mountain areas and the mountain valleys a little closer to home should manage to reach the 40s today. And then overnight tonight, we don't see much changing. The clock's working here on Skycast, so you know the model's doing its thing. It's just not picking up on much, except a few high clouds maybe late tonight into tomorrow morning, likely some mountain wave clouds. And then tomorrow we'll go ahead and continue the warm-up with highs reaching the middle 50s in Colorado Springs. How about 60 on Tuesday? That sound nice? A little cooler Wednesday into Thursday with a weak front. That doesn't look to do much except maybe kick up the breeze a little bit and take the edge off the warmth. Friday looks fine, probably a little windier. We are tracking a storm system that looks to bring some snow to the mountains, the ski resorts. Possibly could bring us at least some spotty snow showers on Saturday. That's not a guarantee. But it should get colder, relatively speaking, with upper 30s. Not nearly as cold as we had last week, but certainly a change from what we'll have for much of this week. Pueblo looking for 61 tomorrow, mid-60s on Tuesday. We'll fall back into the 50s then through the end of the week, maybe 40s on Saturday. Overnight lows don't look bad this week either, with 20s to around 30. Considering we're January moving into February, that's not bad. Canyon City, about 60 tomorrow, 62 on Tuesday. I just like saying these numbers in the 60s, by the way. It just sounds good. Then we'll cool off into the 50s. I think you'll be able to handle that through the end of the week. Again, could be some periods of wind, some passing clouds, but otherwise the week looks quiet. Saturday, we wouldn't rule out a few flurries, maybe coming off the mountains during the afternoon hours with highs in the 40s. Mountain communities, speaking of 40s, that's what you'll have today and tomorrow. Even up in Teller County, Woodland Park might touch 50 on Tuesday. And we'll cool back into the 40s through the end of the week, see about some spotty snow showers on Saturday with highs down to about freezing. Overnight lows most nights should be in the 20s, so it's a good-looking forecast for this time of year. Personally, I like this stuff. I like the warmth, so looking forward to getting out a little bit, getting some fresh air, maybe running around, just having some fun.
It's great. When Marty said another warm day, I was like, really? It's like, again?
Whole string of them coming this week.
Whole string. Yeah, it's wonderful news. Thanks, Marty.
You're welcome.